Hey guys, my name is Manny Garay, and this is my story. As you can see from the bottom left, I was born and raised in Southern California. I lived majority of my life in Echo Park and in Downey, California. I moved across Southern California, Los Angeles County. So as you can see, I have a picture of Echo Park right there. My background, my mom and dad immigrated from Central America. The country specifically that they immigrated from is El Salvador and Honduras. So I grew up speaking Spanish in my household. So it's been interesting. It's been a wonderful experience learning Spanish in the house and then English in outside settings as I grew up. On the right, I have a quote from Ted Lasso. As the man once said, the harder you work, the luckier you get. I just think it's a silly quote because it shows that hard work pays off. And right next to that quote, you have one of my favorite soccer players, Didier Drogba from my favorite soccer club, Chelsea. He worked really hard and he is running around with a trophy. As you can see, one of the most prestigious trophies, which is the Champions League. And he accomplished that with hard work. And so, yeah, I just relate with that, and I think it's very important. The bottom of Didier Drogba's picture is a picture of disc golf, and I like disc golfing. That's one of my hobbies. I like just going out on my own and disc golfing. It's silly, but it's one of my favorite pastimes to do when nobody's around and I have time to kill. And the middle picture, you could see my family, my orange cat, which is Gus, and my golden retriever, as she has her paw over my orange cat. Her name's Lola, his name is Gus, and they both love each other. I know it's silly to think that cats and dogs could get along, but they actually do, and it's awesome. On the far right, my education. I went to Warren High School in Downey all 4 years, and I did some of after high school, I did missionary work with Youth with a Mission. It is a Christian organization that enables young people, the youth, to go out and spread the word, spread the gospel. And in the midst of that, I came to meet my lovely wife, who is now my wife. I came to meet my lovely wife. We've been married for 6 years. It's been wonderful. I'm 29. We got married at 2017. And it's just been a wonderful experience. We both did college together. We got married in 2017, so I was 23 years old. We both did college together at Colorado Christian University. We both pursued a bachelor's in biblical studies, and it was one of the most wonderful time I've ever experienced of both of us pursuing a degree in biblical studies, learning about God, and just learning about each other in the midst of it, and also going through hardships because it was during COVID, and it was really stressful, but also wonderful. At the same time, I would not be able to get through life if it wasn't for her and the biblical studies degree. And there's a cute picture of us in between pumpkins during the fall. It's really wonderful. Why teaching? Why do I want to pursue a teaching credential? I want to make a difference. I know it sounds cliche, but I do want to make a difference. I've had horrible teachers and I've had great teachers. I have good examples of what teachers should look like, and I had bad examples of how teachers shouldn't look like. and I want to make a difference. I genuinely do. I also want to teach history. I find it very fascinating. That is the focus on my single subject in social science, history. I find it very fascinating. I feel like we could learn from past mistakes, from other people's mistakes, if you look in the past. I also want to change careers and do something that matters. I've worked in the restaurant industry for quite some time, for 7 years. I've been a bartender for 5 years, and it's just been taxing mentally and physically. And I'm just getting to the point where I want my career to have some meaning. And I feel as a teacher that would bring meaning. And it was wonderful doing bartending while I was getting my undergrad, but I want to step into the next chapter in my life. And I think while pursuing a teaching credential, that would coincide with the next chapter in my life. And so I want to leave bartending in the past. Also, having summers off sounds very nice. It does. I don't get summers off, but I would like to have summers off and have vacation, an extended vacation somewhere. Also, I would like to help students who are plurilingual. I was a plurilingual student. As you can tell from my background, my parents immigrated from Central America, and I only spoke Spanish in my household, and I was forced to learn English in school. I was never taught, and I was never able to sharpen my English in my household. And so I think it's wonderful to help students who are plurilingual and help them better their craft in the school setting, and also encourage them that it's okay to be bilingual and know that they could express themselves in multiple languages and be able to speak their language at home and English in school or in a professional setting. So I definitely want to encourage that more into the teaching realm. And so, yeah, that's a little bit about my story. And yeah, awesome.